I'm going to give you guys the best, the most simple, and the most effective and proven strategy in CELPIP reading that works every time. Guys, this is your part one. And by the way, if you want mock tests like these, we're offering 5 of them for free. All you got to do, comment down below, CELPIP, and you'll get free access completely without any questions or payment at all. So comment down below CELPIP and you'll get this access. Now let's talk about this strategy, because once you apply it, it'll work immediately and it will work wonderfully. There are 2 types of questions here. You have your multiple choice questions, which are in all parts except part 3. Part 3, you have to match paragraphs with statements. We'll come to that as well. Here though, let's talk about multiple choice questions. When students see this, one thing that they do very incorrectly is they look at the question and they look at the options. Now they go up, try to find the answer. This is a terrible approach. Once you do this, you have 3 of the 4 answers wrong, right? They are not the correct choices. So you have 75% incorrect information that is in your mind, and now you're using that to look at the paragraph. Also, all of this is impossible to remember. Your mind cannot remember that. So the best strategy here, for example, if I'm looking at question 3, is going to be looking at only the question. How would you describe Jeff's attitude? So now I'm going to go up, figure out who Jeff is. Jeff is the person writing the letter. I'm going to get an idea of what his attitude is from the text. Then, once I know that, I'm going to come back down and look at the options then. At this point, I already know Jeff's attitude, so now I'm much more able to answer these correctly. At the same time, understand that this is not going to be mentioned. Jeff's attitude was. You want to look at his overall tone, and it's going to be words and phrases that guide you to this concept. He could be very polite and saying good things like I appreciate, or you're very kind, or it would be nice of you too, and then it'll tell me that he's a friendly person, for example. And again, the concept in the question is what you need to understand in CELPIP, not the words, because the keywords are rarely mentioned in the passage. Okay, now when we go to part 3, you have questions like these 1 to 9, and you got to match them with paragraphs here. So if 1 is mentioned in paragraph A, that is the answer. So a mistake that students make is they look at the paragraphs first and then go to the questions. Absolutely wrong. You want to look at the questions first, and here the confusion is, how many questions should I look at? All of them. You should look at all the questions quickly, get an idea of the keywords. And what we're doing here is understanding keywords like temporary magnets, okay, something about compasses, okay, something about conflicting qualities, so something that is a contradiction. This way, you're training your mind to catch these keywords or any reference to them when they are mentioned in the passages here. So if something about magnets, for example, was mentioned right here, I'm going to go down here and match it. Like, this is about temporary magnets. Now let me just verify if it's about temporary. And is it the applications? It is. Good. So that is the answer. And that helps me get answers quick. And if it is not the answer, I'll be able to eliminate this option too. So either way, it'll help me and it'll save me time. At the same time, remember, when you're looking at these keywords, keep the same thing in mind. They can be highly paraphrased. So things like nouns, magnets, compasses wouldn't be changed. But conflicting, they could be mentioning the words contradictory or opposing. Those are synonyms. But again, don't even rely on synonyms. It might not be straightforward synonyms. It might be the concept. So when they're saying conflicting qualities of the poles, maybe they're going to mention some positive things about the poles, and in the next sentence, something negative. So they're not using the words, well, these are the conflicting qualities, but they're using the concept. And that's what you're trying to understand when you're reading the keyword. You simply then go back in the passages and find out the relevant matches, come back down and match them, and you'll see your time will speed up and your accuracy will as well. Guys, that's it for this video. The most important and basic CELPIP reading tips. And also, once you implement them, see how you do. Comment down below. Tell me if your score improved or decreased or stayed the same. Also, if you need help, contact us. Our email is in the description. We offer CELPIP tutoring sessions and the best courses available for CELPIP prep.